Hello, buddy. This is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's title is Getting into the Right Business. Getting into the right business. So, for some of you that want to find out more about me or also what I can share with you, you can go to roberthollis.com/free and get my best selling book on Amazon or get a digital copy for free of How Is That Working? And so we'll get started just here in a few moments. I'll wait for Meta to go out there and Mark Zuckerberg to share this with my audience, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Got Bill Shoemaker here. Hi, Varney. Hi, Kai. Hi, Mary. How are you? Thank you guys so much for jumping on here and supporting me. Another amazing Michigan day. Hi, Lisa. Hi, John. Melody. Love you. Sunye, fun day. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Hi, Paul. Thanks a lot for getting on here. I really appreciate you guys so much. And we're a minute in, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Hello, my name is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's title is Getting into the Right Business. Getting into the right business. Now, the first thing I want to share with each and every one of you is a lot of you that watch this video live or recorded might never ever thought of getting into a business or even want to start your own business. So where this usually comes into play is when you sort of exhausted how you're going to increase your income. You know, in 61 years of being on this planet, I've never seen the economy the way that it is. And so right now, there's a lot of people that are like, wow, you know, according to all the things I hear, an average family is $371 more it costs them a month to live than prior couple years. So where do you get that extra money? You know? So I know what the normal thoughts are is get a bigger, better paying job. Maybe get a raise at the job that you're at. Maybe get, I don't know, another job, another part-time job, work more than a couple of jobs. But there is a better way. There definitely is a better way. And I personally believe that I would never be smart enough to find this unless I got hurt. I got hurt as a mechanic, put on workman's comp, and my income went to $900 a month when my expenses were probably more around $3,000. And now all of a sudden, every month I'm going in debt. And on top of that, I'm racked out all my credit cards. I have nowhere else to go. I got my electricity cut off. And stuff like that starts getting your attention. I got a pawn loan, a car loan on my used car. I was 3 months behind on payments on that. I had a pay or quit notice on my door. And all of a sudden, I became open-minded to anything. Now, when I say anything, I really believe this, and I know, hey, you can find fault in anybody, you can judge me, whatever. It's like, at that point in time, if someone would have brought to me something that probably was unethical, you know what I mean? I probably would have did it. I probably would have looked at it as something temporary, but I didn't want to be homeless. You know what I mean? And so, all of a sudden when you open your mind and go, what are the possibilities really? What are the possibilities? Well, the very first thing that you'll realize is that what do you really want to accomplish? I don't know if you've ever heard this phrase. I love it. Is you'll never work another day in your life when you figure out something that you enjoy and love doing. I got a response recently on my YouTube channel. And on my YouTube channel, they basically said, which is youtube.com/Robert Hollis. And one of the things the comment said is, why aren't you retired? And my response immediately is because I love helping people. I love what I do. I don't ever see myself not helping people. When I realized how many people I could help, and the income that I earned by helping other people, including young children and orphans and all of a sudden it's like, hey, this is fun. I enjoy it. I love it. So the very first thing that you want to do is you really want to figure out what you would really like to have your life be 3 years from now. Me, prior to learning this, I was just basically, in a wheel, a hamster wheel, and just going. I really didn't think that, and probably still a little bit. I didn't think that I was really that sharp or not super educated at all. I'm a blue collar worker, great with working on cars, but I dyslexic, so I never really thought that I could get into a business. And all of a sudden, what I realized is if I really wanted to have two major things in my life, and see if you would like these. First of all, I wanted to make an above average income. I mean, who doesn't? I know that money says, people say money doesn't buy happiness, but neither does poverty. So I thought, wow, what would be the chances? What would be the cool thing if I could learn to do something that would make me more money than what I was making before? A second one is, why not have the freedom? There's this phrase that I've heard in this industry is, what would it be like to own your own life? I mean, really own it. And what that really is about is that, once you take the time that you get up with an alarm clock, the time that it takes you to get ready, the time that you're in commute traffic going back and forth to work, your breaks and your lunch away from people that you love because you're in that area. When you subtract all of that time and you finally get home and get relaxed a little bit, maybe some weekends you got to work, maybe you get the whole weekend off. But how much time do you really have to do the things that you would love to do with the people that you love the most? And once you figure that out, is it ever around the thing of money? See, all of a sudden it's like, well, I'd love to go to Disneyland. I'd love to go to Disney World, Universal Studios. I'd love to travel to another country. I not only can't get that much time off, but I can't afford to go. So owning your own life would be, what if there was a way? What if there was a way to make that happen? And so when you really get your vision inspires success in others. Now, when you know what your life will be like, now it's, how do you find a way to wrap a business around that would give you the things that you need? Because there are other things that people need. They need security. You know what I mean? We need security. We need certainty. We need uncertainty. See, uncertainty is like, you can get really bored really quick. So sometimes we need things to, that's what vacations do. I mean, on Tuesday, Terry and I are going for a week or longer than that to Cancun at the Moon Palace. So, we were able to do enough with our company where our company rewarded us for that. And so, the whole concept is just really thinking, what kind of business could you do? And then what kind of business could you get in? So when you're looking at getting into the right business, there's a lot of factors that you want to put into that. And guess what? I've helped 67 now people make over $1 million in commissions. I've helped hundreds of thousands of people walk away from their job, and literally millions of people get a paycheck, an extra paycheck into their family or more. And so you can do it. See, a lot of people don't know what they don't know. When I first was exposed to business, I was like, wow, how am I going to start a business? I'm not smart enough. I don't know anything about business. I don't know any of these things. I don't have the time or the money to learn something. There was all these obstacles and excuses that I had in my mind that I put there myself. See what I mean? I put those there. And so when I learned from someone that showed me how that was not an obstacle I needed to worry about, that was not, how to do this business. So a lot of people, when they get in a business, they think about a lot of things that it really isn't. And so with that all said, I just wanted to reach out to you and say, you can reach out to me if you'd like. Another thing that we're going to do right on the top of the hour, that would be 1 o'clock Pacific time, 4 o'clock Eastern time, you can actually go to roberthollis.com/live, LIVE. And what I'm doing right now is we're in chapter, I believe, 13 of the science of getting rich, mastering the science of getting rich. And believe it or not, the title of the chapter today is getting into the right business. So I'm going to have a lot of my friends and a lot of people that we're all learning together to master this, to make our lives a better place. And we're looking to do that with you. So make sure you go to that link, roberthollis.com/live. Matthew, thank you for putting that on there. And we'll see you there in 50 minutes. So, of course, it's also going to be recorded just like this video. But never, ever forget this. If there's something that you want to learn to do, we live in the best times in the world. I can help you find an individual that is living the lifestyle that you always dreamed to have. And when you can learn from those individuals, and in a lot of cases, it costs nothing to learn from them. A lot of people just don't know that they don't know. So I would like to show you how to make every area of your life better. If no one's giving you permission to succeed in life, let me be the first. And I just love and appreciate you. Do me a huge personal favor and share this video to people that are looking for a way to make extra money during these crazy times. Take care and see you on the next video. Bye for now.